Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast, small talk about TV shows. Welcome to the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast by Business English with Christina. The Faster Fluency Conversation Club takes place on Zoom and is a way for you to improve your fluency and confidence in English by talking about real-world topics. We meet for 1 hour every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we would love you to join us. If you want to practice your English, become more confident, and meet people just like you from all around the world, and have guidance from my expert teachers and me, just click the link in the show notes. Our podcast listeners receive a 50% discount on the first month of membership with the discount code FFCC50. Come and join us today. Hey everybody, Christina here. I hope you're having a lovely summer in FFCC or wherever you are or you're listening to this podcast. Today I'm with Christina. Christina, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, making a bit of small talk, talking about TV shows and things like that. And I guess the classic question, what are some good TV shows that you're watching right now?
Honestly, I'm kind of strange. I do all of my TV shows on Netflix. So right now at the moment, I'm not really watching anything.
Hmm.
But in the past, I've always really enjoyed things like crime scene investigation. So I love CSI. I like Law and Order.
Yeah.
Anything about solving crimes. I also really, really love time travel
Okay, yeah.
shows. Like I was into the one-time travel show, Travelers, for a while.
Okay.
But I think they canceled the show.
Oh no, well, that's no good. It's always like you find a good show and you get really into it and then they cancel it and you're like, well, what am I going to watch now? Because
Yeah.
I always feel like Netflix is like, they're so vast. There's so much stuff. Like I've spent entire evenings just watching trailers of movies and TV shows on Netflix because I can't decide what I want to watch. So it's like, if I'm going to watch something, I'm going to ask people like, what are you watching and what do you recommend? Because I feel like somebody in like my circle of friends or somebody I know, if they like it, then there's maybe a good chance that I'm going to like it as well. Because otherwise I'm just like, oh, there's 5 billion TV shows to choose from here. I don't know where to start. And I almost like, I don't want to waste my time watching a 30 or 45-minute episode just to be at the end like, well, that was crap.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that was disappointing and I will never get that time back in my life. So,
I like that one that you recommended to me, the Queen's Gambit. I saw that.
that was a
pretty
good one. Yeah, that's a
That
good
was
one.
awesome.
Oh, and if you like things that are like science fiction and time travel and that kind of stuff, there's a German series. I don't know if you can find it on Netflix in the US. It's called Dark, and it's the most like out there time travel, time warp continuum thing because it's like, yeah, it's like I was watching it and trying to figure it out. I don't know. It's like they're in, I don't know, 1984, let's say. They find this cave. They go into the cave. It takes them to like 1950. So the kids that went into the cave see their parents as kids, but then their parents as kids go into the cave. And so they see their grandchildren in like 2050, and then they all get mixed up in the different world. And it's like, it's crazy.
So it's really mind-bending.
Yeah, and I'm watching it in German with subtitles in English or in French, of course. And I'm like, I watched the entire series and I really liked it. But at the end, I was like, I don't even know what happened here. But it was really good. Like it was still really enjoyable, even though I had no clue what was going on.
He was completely confused.
Yeah, but it's just really good, even if it's super confusing.
What's the name of it?
Dark.
I have to check it out.
No, it's really good, but it's just every episode you get to the end and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Once the time travel, I feel like probably my favorite time travel series of all time is Doctor Who.
Okay, I've never actually seen that. I didn't know that was a time travel thing.
Doctor Who is on the BBC and it's out of England. And
Okay.
literally it's been running for like 40 years.
Okay, I was like, I feel like I should have probably seen that, and that's exactly why, because it's been around for as long as I have, basically.
But Netflix had it, and I was so upset that
Yeah.
they took it off. And I
Oh,
was
right.
watching Doctor Who. It was awesome.
Yeah, but now you have to find something else. Dark.
Mm.
Yeah.
Either that or I have to find another place to watch Doctor Who.
And that
'Cause
that could be an option also because there's so many, like, streaming services that even now, I'm just like you'll see series and it's like, "Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, it's on Disney. Oh, it's on Hulu." And I'm like, "Can't you just all put it on one
yeah.
service?" I was like, "I don't wanna subscribe to 5 different
Exactly.
entertainment providers." But, yeah, I don't know.
Are there any shows you're watching these days?
Right now, no, because I just don't have any time to watch any shows. But I do like if I do, like, let's say it's Saturday night and I'm like, oh, I want to just do nothing. Right now, I am rewatching the seasons of The Crown because it's such a good series. It's really well done. And the story is interesting because it just goes through, it's like the life of Queen Elizabeth done as a dramatized series. It's not a documentary. And it's just really well done. And like I've seen them all already. And so I'm waiting for the next season to come out. But I can sit down and just watch it and enjoy it. And yeah, even though I've already seen it, it's that good.
I have to check it out.
Yeah. No, it's really good. And you really see that you see like the British monarchy and it's very like fairy tales and you see all the glamour and this side the series you see you're like, "Oh my goodness, that must be like the worst life ever." Yes, it's very nice and you live in a castle and you have nice dresses and crowns and things like that, but no, it just seems like not something I would want to do.
No, that wouldn't be a life for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, it's very lovely, but it's everything is so they can't decide what they want to do in their life or who they want to see or when they can get married, if they can get married to who or not, why not, oh my goodness. I'm just like, no.
And everything their lives are so public.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I would hate that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like one thing I can't remember who somebody like writing a letter to Queen Elizabeth when she was like young and became queen, and she's like, for the rest of your life, there are going to be two Elizabeths, Elizabeth Windsor, so you the person, and Elizabeth Regina, Elizabeth the queen. She's like, they are always going to be fighting, and Elizabeth
Mhm.
Regina has always got to win. And it's kind of like, okay, you're the queen, you now do not have any identity other than the role of the queen to be there for the people to admire and no, I'm just like, I would not want that job.
Mm-mm. Yeah, me
Even if
neither.
you get a nice crown, like I'll buy a crown off of Amazon and wear it around my apartment if I want to. And
I like being a nobody.
that's it. I'm gonna be the queen of my apartment, you know. But no. But I'd say, yeah, that's the series that I'm rewatching if I just want to chill out and not do anything on the weekend or something. But yeah.
It's funny, one of my students, she recommended this other series, it's called Heartland,
I've heard of that. I've heard of the title, let's say.
but I haven't tried looking at it yet. She said it was really good. I haven't like, I
Watching
tried
it.
okay, so I tried the first episode,
Yeah.
and it was really late, and I fell asleep.
Okay, so then you woke up and you're like, "I don't know what happened there."
Oh, well, yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, so I might try it again when I'm a little more alert and see how
Yeah. I tried watching, I think I don't know if it was American Horror Story. It was like no, it was a scary show, but I was watching it at night alone and I was like, "Okay, now I'm afraid to go into my kitchen." So I stopped watching that because then I was like, "No.
Mhm.
No horror shows at night alone. Let's not do that." But
Every little creak.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, so I'm like, not happening. But anyway. Okay, well, thanks a lot, Christina, for sharing those shows with us. And we'll see what other shows everyone in FFCC is watching as well.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Thank you for listening again this week. As a bonus for our listeners, we now offer the transcript of this episode for free so you can read after listening. Our goal is to help you improve all aspects of your English. And when you become a member of the Faster Fluency Conversation Club, each week you also get exercises on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and more directly connected to the topic of the conversation each week. In addition to the daily speaking practice in the club, you'll also make friends around the world with professionals just like you, so you have fun learning and remember what you learned better. And because you listen to this podcast, you get a 50% discount on your first month of membership. Just use the code FFCC50. And if you'd like to join the club, the link for more details is in the show notes for this podcast. We hope to see you in the club.